What is going on, guys? Welcome back to another video. Guys, it's been a crazy start to the week, and let me just explain what I mean by that. So yesterday, that was Monday, I took a trade on Micron. This is an options trade. As I told you guys, the best way to make money from the markets is the options markets, hands down. So this was a call option that I took on Micron, and today here is the profit. So it made me $4,000 in literally less than 24 hours. But what's better than that, guys, is the amount that it made the community over at the Patreon. Those of you guys that don't know, any trade I enter into, I post it for the members over the Patreon to jump into. And just check this out, right? Look at Arnaud. Says following me this week, he's made $945 with Google and $2,207 on that Micron trade that I just showed you guys, meaning he is up $3,152 in a week. You got Michael as well. He said he's up 60% from that trade. He's up $1,000. As I told you guys, if you are looking to turn your lives around, the markets are the key for you to do that, hands down. Speaking from experience, the market has made a tremendous impact on my life. Okay, I started with literally absolutely nothing and built up to a 7-figure net worth through the use of the options market, guys. And there's no reason why you shouldn't. I feel like because it's had such a massive impact on my life, I have a duty to get as many people involved in the markets as I physically can. And I'm doing a pretty good job. Arnaud, Radwan, Michael. These are just snapshots of some of the members. There's tons more that did very, very well on that trade, right? You got some of these members making several thousands on these trades. And you got a whole heap of other members who are making, $200, $300, $400. That is absolutely fine. That's perfect, because that's just going to stack and that's going to compound, and months or a year down the line, they will too be making thousands. It's inevitable. The compounding that happens in this game is unbelievable, right? And the members are really seeing the results of that. So guys, if you haven't already, make sure you are in the Patreon, all right? The link for that is somewhere down below in this video description. I don't want you guys missing out on these trades. I can't post these trades here on YouTube because, it was 8:45 p.m. when I entered into that trade. Quickly sent the message out to the members. I can't do that on YouTube because it takes time to produce a video, set up the camera, get the lighting and all that kind of stuff. Whereas on the Patreon, I could just send them the message quickly, and then the tons of members can jump in. All right, so if you haven't already, make sure you are over at the Patreon so you're not just missing out. All right, so shout out to the members, and most definitely Arnaud. He is the MVP without a doubt with that $2,000 on that Micron trade. All right, guys. There are not many times when you need to look at the news if you're trying to make money, trade in the markets, because most of it is just a distraction. Most of it's noise. It's not going to help you in any way, shape, or form. However, when this man steps up to the podium, you got to take note of what he's saying, or you got to be aware of the situation, aware of, what is taking place here. So it's unbelievable the power that this man has in terms of moving the markets. I've never seen anything like it. One man can speak and the markets can jump millions, right? Millions in value either way. But right now, there is going to be a 2-day meeting. It's going to be talking about interest rates. So that is why I've closed my position. The members over the Patreon, they have closed their position. Because what happens when Powell starts speaking, when he starts, delivering news and commentary, is you get tons of noise in the market. So if you are holding trades over that period of time, it could be quite tricky because things can whipsaw around. But the key thing is that 99% of the time, after that noise has passed, after that meeting has passed, after the market has made that initial move, a very, very good, high quality setup presents itself, right? It's always a golden opportunity after that. But too many people kind of jump in, or they're not aware of the fact that, you know, he is delivering a speech or there's some sort of Fed activity going on, and unfortunately they're holding trades during that time. That's just not an optimum time. So I want to let you guys know the environment we're in right now. You should have closed your trades and wait for this 2-day period to pass. And I'm telling you guys, a very good setup, a very good opportunity to make money from the markets will deliver. That is for sure. It happens every single time. Okay. That being said, guys, my aim always is to either give you guys a prediction on where markets are going, where a price of a stock is going, so you guys can take advantage of that, or to educate you, teach you something. You can add it to your toolkit, knowledge that's going to stay with you guys for the rest of your lives. That being said, let me teach you guys something in this video, because we are going to look into candlesticks. We're going to look into a little bit about what you can read from the markets in terms of the candlestick prints. Okay, so it's going to be a quick crash course on that, especially of what's going on right now. So I just got the overall market. I want you guys to see that we got, these are the daily candles. Okay, we've got a couple of daily candles printed here. They're all green, but you'll notice that the size of them is different. And you'll notice that gradually these candles are getting smaller and smaller and smaller. Okay, so this candle right here is larger than this one, and then the next one is smaller. And this is often a sign of what we call trend exhaustion. So you guys all know what a trend is. When you start seeing the candles start printing smaller and smaller and smaller, it means that we haven't had that volume pump into the market and create these massive candles. It means that people are more on the fence. It means that we haven't had that buying pressure. And often what happens, okay, when you get these smaller and smaller candle prints, you have this trend exhaustion environment, and you do often get a pullback. Okay, so let me show you guys exactly, going back on the charts, because look, history often repeats itself in the markets, and that is why I'm able to produce this level of profits this consistently, because I've been in the markets for almost a decade and I've seen a lot of things. When you've been in the markets that long, there's not much that will surprise you, and not much is new. So you can see here we have a 3 candle print, and you can see they get smaller and smaller. Look what follows. Okay, series of red days. You go back again, you can see it right here. You have big green candle. You have a couple of resulting candles after that are smaller in size, and then you get a downshift, and you get a pullback in the markets. Now, that's not to say that you jump in here with puts or you try and short the market. When you've been in the market this long and you've had this much experience, we don't do any of this kind of preempting or pre-anticipating a move. We wait for confirmation. So, beginners might kind of jump in here and try and short the markets, but when you've been in the markets as long as I have, you wouldn't jump in and short here. There's no need. A much better opportunity will come, and that will come if we do get that pullback. Okay, so if this is a true sign of trend exhaustion, given the fact that we have this 2-day Fed meeting taking place right now, you could very well get some noise, and that could push the market lower. If it was to push the market lower, that would just set up a very good call option opportunity to actually take the market higher. So if you get a market pulling back, let's say 1%, just a bit over 1%, coming into that 5,500 range, that's a really good setup for call options. Okay, so I just want to teach you guys how you can look into how candlesticks can give you a little insight into what is going on in the markets. So I got this message from someone over the community. Quinton says, which charts and brokerage am I using? This is a good question, because it reminds me that, I have new beginners who are finding me all the time, and you guys need some information to kind of help you get started on your journey. Brokerage, if you're in the US, the Robinhoods, the Weebles, they're good enough. You don't need anything else. If you're in the UK, you wouldn't be using Interactive Brokers or Tastyworks. So wherever you are in the world, you are not restricted from the options market. That's the key thing. A lot of people kind of put these barriers upon themselves, whether it's knowledge based. A lot of people think, oh, I don't have the knowledge. Whether it's experience, oh, I don't have the experience. Or whether it's a bad experience. A lot of people think, they're restricted based on, brokerages or time as well, because they may be working, they may have responsibilities, kids, etc. So they got that time pressure. None of these are a reason for you not to be making the types of money Arnaud is making. You have the markets is a vehicle for everybody, regardless of what your situation is, to make money. The key thing is that you make the most of it. And that is what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to get you guys to maximize the amount you're making from the markets and not having to wait till you're 105 years old to make money from the markets. When you guys are making money today, and the way you do that is by taking advantage of the options market. You guys see me do it every single week. I come on here and I show you guys, tell you guys where the market's going. It's just down for you now to take maximum advantage and join people like Arnaud, who are just absolutely crushing it on these trades. Okay, so make sure you're taking advantage of it. That is the key thing, regardless of what your situation is. The markets is a tool, is a vehicle for you guys to completely change the course of your lives, just as it did for me. I want it to do the same for you. All right, so I'll catch you guys on the next video.